Hi, yes, it's crackpot crowdfunding time again. In this case, Kickstarter, and yes, it involves wireless power because that's the just the ridiculousness of choice these days. Everyone's gone wireless power crazy, and I've debunked U-beam, of course. I've debunked that what's that infrared charging one. I've probably got to do a video on that Energis scam as well. That's that's a publicly funded company that's just going down the toilet because it's just impractical. It's just absolute bullshit. Everyone's crazy about wireless power and they think they have the solution. Well, this one thinks they've got the solution as well. It's called the BattBump. Now, this is so bad. This is so ridiculously, obviously not possible that it's almost got to be a joke. It has to be a joke, because anyone who knows anything about wireless charging at all knows that this just simply isn't possible. So, hey, I've done joke crowdfunders before. When I tried to raise $100 million to buy the Fairfax mansion, I raised $95. Almost got there, to turn the Fairfax mansion into a hackerspace. So, obviously a joke, right? And this one, but if it is, okay. But, I would not be surprised if this is completely genuine, because it's just the thing to do these days, and it just, in the modern world, this would not surprise me at all that this is legit. And I've actually reached out to the creator of this, but she hasn't actually replied yet to confirm whether or not this is legit. Anyway, I hope it's legit because it's freaking hilarious. So let's get into it. The BattBump, a mobile app to share and receive phone battery. Yes, right off the bat, anyone with any knowledge of all just goes, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yes, it is double facepalm worthy. We are BattBump. We are creating the world's first battery sharing app to share charge wirelessly. An app which can share charge between phones. No charger? No worries. Ridiculous video here. It's just got wanky background music. I won't. Oh, low on battery. Oh, no charger? No worries. Search for people nearby who you can bludge some charge off. No wuckers. And you find the person. Yep, I accept. Yeah, let's get together. Let's join our phones together and we can, I'll be there in 2 minutes. I'll meet you there, bump. And you can transfer charge between phones. Heck, why not integrate the app with Tinder and you can, hook up while your phones are charging? There's an idea. I'll give you that one for free. So let's, come on, right off the bat, I don't have to explain why this is just the dumbest thing ever to anyone who knows anything. And of course, all the photoshopped things are all fake. All the images are fake. They haven't actually developed an app yet, and they actually admit this further on. Here we go, the future of wireless charging. So you find someone nearby who's running this app, and you go, can I bludge some charge off you, please? Yeah, no worries, and you hook them up and put your phones back to back and it transfers charge. BattBump is the next step in the evolution of wireless charging, being able to share your battery with your social network in real time. It's not quite in the real time. You've got to meet up with them and then you've got to stand there for 2 hours joining your phone. 2 hours? Try 200 or 2,000 hours with your phones back to back because of the pissant amount of energy you're going to be able to transfer, even if you could, which you can't, but we'll get into that. BattBump and Bleezing, keeping up with the times and ahead of them too. Oh, it's so ahead of itself. It doesn't exist yet, the technology to do it. We see how wireless charging has changed. We interact, smart devices, minimizing wires, wank, 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 wank. How it works! The transfer of the battery between smartphones occurs via near-field communication, NFC coils, which are built into most phones these days. This technology is currently available, and the app utilizes this technology. Current funding would be used for app development, marketing, and ongoing software updates. So give us the 30 grand they're asking for, and we'll develop this app. But it gets better. Stick around. Oh, you've got to have blockchain. It wouldn't be a modern Kickstarter thing without blockchain technology, because, you can't just hook up with people and go, hey, can I bludge some charge off you? they're going to want something in return. So, while it's charging, every time you battery bump someone, you can earn BB tokens. Yeah, they accumulate in your crypto wallet because, yeah, that's going to be a thing. Just add crypto and blockchain to every Kickstarter thing. I'm surprised this is on Kickstarter. Incredible. Usually this type of trash is on Indiegogo, the scammers platform of choice. But no, this is like you kind of expect. Oh, it's on Kickstarter. It's, it's a bit more legit. But anyway, BattBump are excited to join the future, and they've got a website which has absolutely nothing. Curiously, down the bottom, it's got 2015 copyright by BattBump. Anyway, and it just links through to this thing. Right, we predict it will go smoothly. With new and flagship models, we'll need to test the NFC charging. Well, here you go. Now, I don't have to explain to my audience, but I will for those who don't know. Near-field communications is a power and, well, it's primarily a wireless data communications thing, but yes, it can transfer power. But it's designed to passively power the target device, one of those NFC, tags or whatever. You like when you go under the toll booth or whatever, or you got your NFC card in your credit card or whatever, and you can, tap it and things like that. The chip on there is powered passively by the magnetic field which comes across NFC. So you can actually transfer power with NFC. But there's two problems. One is that it's extremely low power. It's in the order of milliwatts or, that sort of order. I believe the NFC standard has a maximum or something or an average transmit level of 5 amps per meter. I won't go into field strength and all that sort of stuff. And even at that, you only get like tens of milliwatts out of this thing. It's nothing really. It's useless as far as a phone's concerned. With 5-10 watt hour, 5 watt hour battery or something, it's just ridiculous. Just run the numbers. You don't even anyway. The second problem is that it can't do it because even if you were able to passively receive that power, there's no circuitry built into phones that have NSV that would allow them to put the charge back into the battery. As pissant energy harvesting as it is, you couldn't even put the tens of milliwatts back into the battery. So the technology in your phone does not exist for you to put two phones back to back with NFC and charge them. It simply does not exist. But Sony have actually patented this. They've, in 2017, I don't know if it was granted, and I'll link in the patent down below if you want to check it out, powering devices, consumer electronics devices, via NFC. And I don't think they just did it because, well, sometime down the future, who knows, it might be a thing and they'll have a patent for it, maybe, if it gets granted. So they're just speculative patenting this thing. And they don't mention at all in the patent that I can find about any sort of power level transfer. So this technology does not exist inside phones. But maybe they just got it wrong. And they mean the Qi charger, which is built into, majority of phones these days. And Qi charging can legitimately charge phones. But if two phones have the Qi charger built in, the same problem. You can't put them back to back and transfer one to the other. One needs to have the transmission circuitry and the transmission coil, because the transmission coils are usually thicker and they've got to have better magnetics in them to form the resonant circuit for more efficient power transfer. I won't go into all the details, but they're not built into the phones. The phones are just Qi power wireless charging receivers. They can't actually transmit that to anything else. So it's just both NFC and Qi charging just cannot be done. So yeah, neither of those technologies actually exist. And here's the interesting thing, right? They've been running this for I don't know how many days have they been running it. I'm not sure when it started. But anyway, they didn't update because they couldn't change their main campaign. BattBump are developing an app. The technology aspect regarding the transfer of battery would be purchased from a company and or persons who already have developed the technology. We will not be developing this technology ourselves, nor utilizing any technology within the app without permission. The current funding will be used to have the shell of the app developed. Ready for the technology to be integrated when and if it is available. So they admit that give us 30 grand and we'll write this app which we are telling you does absolutely nothing because the technology is not built into the phones to do it. And they're just telling you this in an update. The video and creative skills are to give a story, and creative stills are to give a storyboard of how the app technology would work together once it is available, once it is integrated alongside BattBump. This is our research and development phase, and we thank and appreciate our backers' patience and support. Oh my goodness. They are asking 30 grand to develop. It's got to be a joke. So are doing a reality TV show about people reacting to Kickstarter React, crowdfunding React to bogus Kickstarters. In that case, hi, I'm Dave Jones from the EEVblog. Check out my channel, youtube.com/EEVblog or EEVblog.com. No worries. It's got to be a joke. Right, anyway, as I said, I reached out to her to see if this is legit, and she hasn't gotten back to me yet. But I hope it's legit, because this is hilarious. I would totally believe this is a legit thing in today's world. And they've already raised $329. Yeah, who knows? You know, people are dumb enough to back this, and what do they do if they get their 30 grand goal? You know, if it's a joke and they don't reach their goal, no one gets charged, and it's all funny, but, you know, unbelievable. Anyway, I don't need to say anything more. This is just like the dumbest idea ever if this is legit. Wow. The balls it takes to ask for 30 grand if it's legit and then just admit, oh yeah, no, we're not actually going to do anything. You know, like we're just going to develop the shell of an app which won't work until such time as the technology comes along in your phone to do it. It's just the dumbest thing ever. Anyway, come on. Please be real. Please be real. Anyway, wireless charging. It's all a thing, and it's just ridiculous. Everyone thinks they're going to crack the wireless charging thing. Anyway, that's a good laugh. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, discuss down below. Catch you next time.